children, and you're going to bring them up in the way of the Lord. The tongue is the contributing factor. How you speak to them, how you instruct them, how you guide them, how you teach them. It is the tongue that actually contributes to the training of those children. And if you are going to live a profitable life to your neighbors, a profitable life to the people that interacts with you, and they love to be with you, and they love to come to you, and they love to work together with you, it is your tongue that brings the contribution that you ought to contribute. That is what the Lord is teaching us today. And once the heart is a heart of affection, of love, of righteousness, of holiness, that wants to do good, as much good as you can do to other people, your tongue will follow suit and will contribute as well. The contribution of unblameable tongues in Christ-like hearts. There are 12 things here. Number one is the contented tongue. The tongue that is contented is happy. It's not asking something from you that you cannot give. And because the heart is satisfied, the heart is contented, the tongue is contented. Number two is the soft tongue. And because the heart is soft, it's no more a stony heart. The Lord has taken away the heart of stone, and he has replaced that with the heart of flesh. If the heart is soft, the tongue will be soft. And the words that come out, soft word, tender word, pleasant word, will build us up. Number three is the kind tongue. The kind tongue. Actually, in Proverbs chapter 31, verse 26, she openeth her mouth with wisdom. The people who appear wise outside the home, outside the family, they open their mouth with wisdom. They know, if I don't open my mouth with wisdom, this customer will not buy. They're salesmen outside, they open their mouth with wisdom. When you're talking to neighbors, when they're talking to co-workers outside, they open their mouth with wisdom. When they come back home, they leave that wisdom in the office. Now they're at home. I'm talking to the woman. And so the woman would, what do you want? Sir, why don't you manifest the wisdom of speech that you manifested outside with your customers? Why are you that? Sometimes the woman, everybody loves her. She's such a nice, wonderful woman. Yes, outside. Because outside, she opens her mouth with wisdom. But coming back home, she just talks anyhow. He is my husband, so I can give him the negative part of my heart. If you are born again and sanctified, there will be no negative part of your heart. And this is talking about the home, that who can find a virtuous woman. Her price is above rubies, and she will do good to her husband every time, every day, and not evil. And then it goes on and on. She openeth, continuous present tense, not opened in the past, not will open in the future. My husband, watch me. Things are going to be better next year. This year, today is what we know. Open your mouth with wisdom. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue the law of kindness. She makes it a law to herself. Anytime I open my mouth and I use my tongue, with my husband, not on my husband, but with my husband. I'm going to open my mouth with kindness. Number 4 is the learned tongue. The learned tongue. In Isaiah chapter 50, we're looking at verse 4. Learned tongue. Be a man, a woman that learns. And you bring your learning to your tongue, and then you use a learned tongue. You learn how your husband feels when you you put pressure and you talk rough to her, to him. You learn how your wife feels when you lash her with the tongue. Learn. And you learn how children go to their den, go and hide when you bring out those words, angry words. And those words are even worse than beating them with whips. Let's have the learned tongue. It says, Isaiah chapter 50 verse 4, the Lord God hath given me the tongue of the learned, that I should know how to speak. That's the learned tongue. That I should know how to speak a word in season to him that is weary and weak, and weakness me morning by morning. He wakeneth mine ear to hear as the learned. The people who read so much by